Welcome to emergent-seed's announcement of our third round grant winners. My name is Adriana Smith. I'm a writer and poet. emergent-seed's goal is to support DC metro area emerging artists with grants and the opportunity to share their work with new audiences. All of the applicants went through a rigorous evaluation and were reviewed by multiple practicing artists in their field, including peers and senior-level arts leaders. We're proud of the diversity and breadth of the artists and their submissions selected on the basis of the merit of their work by other experienced artists. To remind everyone of the rules for this third round, each applicant could apply in one of 4 categories: instrumental, poetry, songs, and storytelling. All of the submissions had to be original and a complete performance in under 5 minutes. The winners had to submit previously unpublished or unproduced work. Additionally, each applicant had to reside in the greater DC metro area, be 18 years of age or older, and indicate how they are an emerging artist. Thank you to everyone who applied for their time and the opportunity to share their work with us. On behalf of all of the artists at emergent-seed, we've been deeply impressed by your submissions and are so excited to collaborate together in the future. And now, on to our grantees. I'm thrilled to announce that we will have 10 winners, each of whom will receive $500, be paired with a mentor in their field, and have the opportunity to re-record their performance in a professional music studio. I'm also thrilled that we will have 16 virtual gig grantees, each of whom will receive $150. I will begin by announcing the winners of this third round by showing a short excerpt of their video clip and then proceed to the virtual gig grantees. Consider this a sneak preview to the full performances that we will be premiering later on. Each of the artists that you're about to see not only performs their work, but wrote and created it. Here are our 10 winners and 16 virtual gig grantees. Callista Garcia is a singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist from Arlington, Virginia. Currently a student at Berklee College of Music, Callista has performed on many local and national stages. She wrote this original song, Tell It To Me Louder, during the pandemic.
'Cause I can't seem to hear. Did you mean to tell me that you were no good? When your lips got caught on my ear, won't you tell it to me louder? Make it crystal clear. Won't you stop talking so smooth so I can be somebody else's fool? Won't you tell it to me louder?
Sam Post is an accomplished pianist who only started composing music at age 25. He has already performed at and been commissioned by nationally recognized institutions. A DC area native, he's returned home and is currently on the faculty of Levin Music. Elijah Balbed is as devoted to jazz as he is to go-go music and has worked with the late godfather of go-go, Chuck Brown. Elijah is an accomplished multi-instrumentalist, composer, and educator from Washington, D.C. He's at work on a series called The Corona Blues Suite. Alexis Jefferson is a college sophomore who has been writing since she was a child. In her poem, Take Me Gently, Alexis advocates for mental health issues, writing about the desire to be cared for in a way that heals rather than hurts.
But I especially don't like how you refuse to take me gently. I've had to teach myself apathy to gain some control, yet I can't seem to shrug you off. My flesh is unsown for you. The stench of infected gore burns your nostrils and you open a window. I've spoken of how crawling out of the...
Christian Perez is an accomplished Argentine guitarist and composer who blends genres to emphasize the universality of music. Christian composed A Moment of Peace during and inspired by the pandemic. Justin Trawick is a singer-songwriter who's very active in the local music community as the founder of the nationally touring show The 9 Songwriter Series and co-founder of the Circus Life podcast. This town is an example of his narrative style about people struggling to get out of a place they've been in for too long.
The sun is setting on the simple things they told you. That time is fleeting and it's dissolving all around you. You want to believe that you're the captain of your own mind, but you live on a pirate ship and it's being taken over all the time.
Asha Adiasanti is a multidisciplinary artist whose music, visual art, and fashion have taken her all over the world. Now exploring creating with synthesizers, Asha created this improvised piece, Ianti, as a sound exploration and meditation. Indran Aminthanayagam is a poet and U.S. diplomat who has lived in many countries. He writes, translates, and publishes poetry and essays in English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Haitian Creole. This poem, Florence, is in memoriam of his godmother.
Your first, Florence, for blossom, flower, flourish, you are in my blood, always have been. In these words, in hearts and minds and memories of those who knew you, and those who will now know that on earth walked a good woman, a gardener.
William Porter is a saxophonist and a current student at Howard University. He is at work on releasing his first album. This singer-songwriter couple, Stefan Agregado and Diana Liu, also go by the name On and On. Originally from LA, Stefan is pursuing releasing more of his original music, like this DC-inspired song, Spirit of Justice Park. A number of the grantees you're about to see we would have awarded as winners, but for various reasons they chose to, or could only be considered for, this virtual gig grant. Peter Roberts. Ashley Brown.
Time when girls become women and kiss men, but not 5 years from 10. got her breast at 11, her period at 7, and I'm raising holy hell because they won't let me in!
John Christopher Urquiaga.
Of mediocrity, I wanna be remembered like a statue standing tall up to the sky. Clouds are only vapor, days will come and go.
Sean Ballack.
I believe in every word you say, but it's too late, too late. I'd like to think that everyone can change, but there's no way, no way.
Gina Sobel.
Well, these roads have a disregard for distance, and I disregard the distance, yeah.
Christopher Stiles. Carly Harvey. Sarah Olmsted Thomas. David Ring.
Response is automatic. All systems are satisfactory. I review my memory caches, noting a gap. I'd been in standby mode for 13 hours. I'm seated at your desk. Out the window, nearly hundreds of floors below, the city tesserates in a collection of glittering rooftops.
Michelle Swan.
It's hard to hide behind the truth, and the truth is, love scares you. I've been here before. You're that girl running for the door.
Chao Tien. Andrew Toy. Dwayne Lawson Brown.
We go to funerals mourning our mortality, facing the fact that one day we each will dance that dance of the eternal still. Eye rain, trailing mascara, diving from faces, staining the white lining of our coffin.
Christopher Pelly.
It's okay, nobody's here to take you in the night. It's alright, it's okay, nobody's here to take you in the night.
Yana Histrova Nicole. Anthony Craven.
Is this home? I'm here with you. It's a long journey I've been.
Aren't you impressed? Finally, I want to thank everyone who's made this third round possible and for helping emergent-seed showcase our greater DC metro area's amazing emerging talent. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and sign up for our email list to be the first to find out about when we premiere these artists' full performances. Thank you.
Thank you.